Hollywood has always been a land of glitz, glamour, and of course, scandal. Some of the most famous faces in the entertainment industry were exposed for their dishonesty, from covering up past controversies to creating entire narratives that misled the public. Let's take a look at some of the biggest celebrity fibs that rocked Tinseltown this year. Number 10. Amber Heard's double life. Amber Heard became a central figure in a legal battle with Johnny Depp, positioning herself as a domestic abuse survivor. However, in 2024, new evidence and witness testimonies cast significant doubt on the truth of her claims. Friends and former assistants testified that Heard was the aggressor in many incidents. Audio recordings and leaked court documents revealed contradictions in her statements, making it clear that her carefully crafted public image was not entirely accurate. As a result, Heard's credibility took a hit, and public support began to wane. Adding to the skepticism, more people from her past began sharing stories of manipulation and lies. Even those who once defended her now questioned her motives. Heard's attempt to reignite her career after the legal battles fell flat as public trust continued to erode. Her case became a cautionary tale of how fabricating or embellishing personal stories for public sympathy can backfire, leaving her reputation in tatters. Number 9. James Franco's gaslighting apology. James Franco tried to redeem himself after multiple allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced, primarily from students at his acting school, Studio 4. In his apology, Franco claimed that he had taken time to reflect and understand his behavior. However, his apology was vague, glossing over the details of the allegations and failing to provide concrete evidence of change. Many of his accusers saw his apology as gaslighting, designed to manipulate the narrative rather than take responsibility for his actions. In addition, legal proceedings revealed that some of Franco's former students had faced inappropriate situations in classes he led. They accused him of using his position of power to exploit young actresses, a claim that cast doubt on his supposed rehabilitation. This lack of accountability has kept Franco's career in limbo, with many in Hollywood reluctant to fully embrace his return until he genuinely addresses the issue. Number 8. Shia LaBeouf's false transformation. Shia LaBeouf has long been a polarizing figure with a history of erratic behavior, legal troubles, and allegations of abuse. LaBeouf tried to present himself as a reformed man, citing spirituality and therapy as key to his transformation. However, FKA Twigs, one of his ex-girlfriends, publicly questioned the sincerity of his change. She maintained that LaBeouf had made no effort to reconcile with those he hurt, instead focusing on his public image. Despite LaBeouf's claims of personal growth, more people came forward with stories of his manipulative behavior. His public apology seemed to lack substance, particularly when juxtaposed with reports that he was continuing to engage in toxic relationships and inappropriate behavior. Hollywood insiders expressed doubt about whether LaBeouf could truly leave his past behind, especially when he appeared to be using his transformation as a marketing tool rather than a genuine journey of change. Number 7. Kanye West's never-ending lies. Kanye West has always been a controversial figure, but in 2024, his habit of bending the truth reached new extremes. From bizarre political statements to claiming that he single-handedly revolutionized industries, West's pronouncements became more outlandish. Most recently, he suggested that his failed presidential bid was sabotaged by a conspiracy against him, though evidence showed his campaign was disorganized and lacked support. West has also faced backlash for his inconsistent narrative surrounding his business ventures, particularly his ongoing battles with Adidas over the Yeezy brand. Despite claiming he was moving away from the spotlight to focus on personal growth, West's behavior showed little change. He continued making headlines for his erratic tweets and outlandish public appearances, keeping him in the news for all the wrong reasons. Many began to see through his attention-seeking antics, with critics noting that his claims were often contradictory or outright false. Number 6. Ellen DeGeneres' nice persona shattered again. Ellen DeGeneres has long been known for her friendly, affable persona, but this image took a major hit in 2020 when employees from the Ellen DeGeneres Show came forward with stories of workplace bullying and toxicity. Despite Ellen's attempts to repair her image, her efforts fell flat as new allegations emerged. Former employees revealed that Ellen's public apologies did little to change the culture behind the scenes. Instead of genuinely addressing the problems, many felt Ellen was simply trying to salvage her career. As more employees shared their negative experiences, the "be kind" message that had once been her trademark started to feel hollow. Industry insiders began to speculate that Ellen's return to television would be short-lived, as her reputation was too damaged for a successful comeback. The fallout from these continued revelations made it clear that maintaining a carefully crafted public image is impossible when the truth behind the scenes is starkly different. Number 5. Demi Lovato's back and forth on sobriety. Demi Lovato's journey with sobriety has been well documented, but in 2024, their public stance on sobriety caused confusion and disappointment. After advocating for California Sober, a term that allows for moderate marijuana and alcohol use, Lovato faced backlash from fans and recovery advocates alike. The pressure mounted when Lovato was seen engaging in behaviors inconsistent with even this loose definition of sobriety. Critics pointed out that Lovato's platform, which often promotes mental health awareness, could send the wrong message to those struggling with addiction. As more public scrutiny emerged, Lovato tried to clarify their position, but the damage had already been done. Fans who once looked up to Lovato as a beacon of hope in the battle against addiction now questioned their sincerity. This inconsistent messaging led to a loss of credibility, especially within the sober. Number 4. Prince Harry's memoir fibs. Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, was a major talking point, but many found discrepancies in his stories. Some royal experts and insiders debunked his claims, such as his description of conversations with family members, and questioned his portrayal of life within the royal family. Harry's narrative painted him as a victim of constant mistreatment, but critics argued that he was selectively sharing details to suit his version of events. His constant focus on privacy, juxtaposed with revealing personal details in his book, left many questioning the integrity of his stories. Number 3. Ezra Miller's legal battles. Ezra Miller's off-screen antics overshadowed their career in recent years. Despite publicly claiming to have resolved legal issues and sought help, leaked documents reveal that Miller's actions were far from what they publicly portrayed. Allegations of assault and kidnapping, as well as erratic behavior, continue to haunt the actor. Insiders suggested that Miller's apologies were more about securing film roles and minimizing backlash than addressing their actions. Fans and colleagues alike were skeptical of Miller's supposed efforts to reform, seeing it as a ploy to continue working in Hollywood. Number 2. Jussie Smollett's continued falsehoods. Jussie Smollett's staged hate crime from 2019 still lingers in the public consciousness. But in 2024, he continued to claim innocence despite overwhelming evidence. Smollett's attempts to revive his acting career were hindered by his refusal to admit the truth. His narrative of being wronged by the justice system clashed with the reality presented in court, where evidence pointed to the crime being orchestrated by him. Even with his conviction, Smollett's persistent denial of wrongdoing has damaged his credibility and left many feeling frustrated with his inability to take responsibility. Number 1. Armie Hammer's rehabilitation story. Armie Hammer's shocking fall from grace following allegations of abuse and cannibalistic fantasies shook Hollywood. Hammer tried to convince the public he had turned a new leaf after spending time in rehabilitation. However, reports from close sources suggested that Hammer's rehabilitation was more a PR strategy than a genuine effort at recovery. His claims of seeking help and healing were contradicted by insiders who revealed that Hammer was still struggling with issues behind the scenes. His attempts at a career comeback were seen as disingenuous, leaving a stain on his once promising career. And there you have it, some of the biggest celebrity liars in Hollywood exposed. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more future videos. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.